Hello, it's Pat in the cockpit. It's December 26th. Happy Boxing Day. I'm sitting in Chicago at Midway Airport. We're going to do a very quick flight down to Indianapolis. That'd be Kilo Mike Delta Whiskey to Kilo India November Delta. Probably about a 40-minute flight. We have ATC on both ends, so it ought to be a lot of fun. Welcome in the cockpit, and let's get started. Okay. So, hope you all had a good Christmas and you're having a good Boxing Day. We're up on ZiboMod 4.75. Let me pop the chat out real quick before I do anything. Okay, so I'm going to pop the chat out first. This is 198. Hello. Hopefully the volume's okay for you. Bear with me. Welcome aboard. Getting some paperwork done here. Okay, let's see. Let me get my, gotta get my client ready for VATSIM. That's all set. Okay, I think we're all set here. And hopefully my volumes are okay. Please let me know if you can't hear anything. Hey, Chuck. How you doing? Hopefully you can hear my inside my plane okay, and you can hear me okay.
I was heading 35, sir.
Let me know if you can hear ATC okay.
Thanks. 572 left to 300 on the localizer.
It's too loud or anything, or I'm too loud or the plane's not loud enough. I would appreciate it. I have gotten
Front safe, full free site, radar check.
I've already gotten clearance.
Approach your flight forward 368. I'll send you a PDC.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Trying to get all my volumes set up right. Oh, okay. These is 5x5. Thanks. Thanks, Chuck. Okay, we're flying Midway down to Indianapolis. We got ATC on both ends. Hopefully it sticks around. Hey, Craig. Happy holidays. Happy Boxing Day. We've already gotten our. Let's look at the weather first.
1900.
I'm going to turn this noisemaker up. We're at Midway at Alpha 16. We got information echo. Time is 1953. Let's go ahead and just tune in to the frequency so you can hear it. 132.750, I think it is.
Midway Airport HF information Foxtrot 2027 Zulu. Wind 230 at 6. Visibility 10. 1,400 staggered. Ceiling 2,200 broken. 3,500 overcast. Temperature 5. 2.2. Altimeter 29906. RNAV Yankee runway 22 left approach in use. Landing and departing runways 22. Notices to air mission. Aircraft should operate mode C on all taxiways and runways. Turbojet departures maintain 250 knots until advised by a TC. VFR departures indicate.
Okay, so the main thing here is winds are good right down the pike. We'll be taking off on 2322 left. Winds are 230 at 6. We got the altimeter set for 2995 on the backup and the standard. Let's see. Important thing is we can't exceed 250 knots ever until approved by ATC. It's even above 10,000. We're going to flight level 220 today. So we've got our ATIS today. We've already gotten our ATIS, and let's start our ACARS. I'm going to start the ACARS first. I don't want to forget that.
Welcome aboard,
today we've got a full boat of 160 people. Gates are open. And we're going to go to the dispatch. So the first thing we're going to do is, we've got dispatch information. We're going to print it out. What we have is information from SimBrief and Virtual Performance Tool. And it comes out on our little printer down here. We'll go over that in just a second. That's right here. So, voltmeter is set for battery. Battery switches are closed. Standby power is shut. Alternate flaps are closed. Fuel pumps are shut off. Wipers are parked. We already did the fire control test. Landing gear is down in 3 green here and here. Fire warning's done. Ground power is on and confirmed.
Have a great flight.
That's good. Bleed panel, we'll put the packs on. Isolation valve open. APU bleed on. Electrical panel, we have the galley on. IRSs are already spun up and aligned. Emergency exits are armed. That's good. Air conditioning panel, trim air is on, and that's set. CDU present position has been entered. Flaps lever is up and confirmed. Hey guys, guess what? We fixed our flaps. Day before Christmas, we had a problem with the flaps. We couldn't fix it, and there was a problem in the flap. Inside there's a little circuit board. Our motorized throttle. It was a opto isolator. There's 4 of them in there for the flaps, and one of them, the transmit side of the opto isolator, was bad. So I ordered from DigiKey. A company Vishay makes an opto isolator, real tiny little thing, $1.80. Took it all apart, unsoldered the old one, put the new one in. Works fine now. So big maintenance issue we've been dealing with for months now. Fixed. Okay, IRSs are aligned, emergency exits, air conditioner, CDU, flap lever is up and confirmed. Parking brake is, we're going to set the parking brake. We've got pressure, and we'll set the parking brake and turn the electrics off. That's good. Let ground know. Parking brake set, exterior lights are set, and probe and position set to steady. Okay, that's the originator portion of the checklist. Okay, we got the weather again. 2:30 at 6, visibility 10. Scatter at 14. Let's see. Overcast at 22. Temperature 5, dew point 2. Altimeter 2995. 22 left. Our ACARS. We already received our PDC from VATSIM, and it calls. Call sign American 1, equipment's a Boeing 738, leaving Midway, destination Indianapolis. Routing is the Earned to Elnard, to the Jackson 2. We'll be coming in on 23 right or 23 left. The preferable side is 23 right. We'll be using the ILS squawking 2224, and we'll put that in 2224. Remarks, cleared the Midway 7 departure. So let's get the Midway 7 departure. Midway 7, add the route. Okay, and we'll get over here. Add the route, Midway 7. Let's get the chart for the Midway 7. Midway 7 departure. Let's take a look at that. Airport elevation 620 feet. We'll dial that in. That's good. Tom, hello. It was very nice, Tom. Thank you very much. Had a good Christmas. Midway 7 departure. Transition altitude 18,000. RNAV departure to Enard. In red, speed restrictions. All turbojet departures in all directions accelerate to 250 knots immediately upon entering or outside the lateral conflict. Blah blah blah. We can't go past 250 knots without ATC's approval. All turbojet departures in all directions accelerate to 250 knots immediately upon entering or outside the lateral confines of Chicago Class B airspace. Then maintain 250 knots until advised by ATC. Okay. Top altitude is 3,000, and that is confirmed. Maintain 3,000. Expect flight level 210. And departure frequency is 119.0. Okay, we got that. Okay, so that's our departure. Am I retired? Of course I'm retired. Isn't everybody? I've been retired for 6 years. Swagger, welcome aboard. I am retired. What was your first clue? The long hair? The good looks? Come on. Be honest. Okay, got taxi plate here. So, in SimBrief, I've sent it SimBrief to VATSIM, and we're filed. I got my ACARs going. I set SimBrief to Navigraph charts, and from there I export it to my FMC. So we're going to go to Index. In case you haven't been here before, let me show you the layout in the plane. This is my outside view. This is the front screen only. That view right up here. It's a capture card. Here's flight information back up here. Below me, behind the seat, is my primary flight display and nav display, so you can see it for your viewing enjoyment. This is my FMC on the captain side, and this is my glamour cam over here. Oh, it's over here now. So you can look over my left shoulder. So that's the cockpit layout. And so now we're going to go into nav data, flight plans, and we're going to grab the Midway to Indianapolis routing. Go back to Index, Position, Routing, Company Route, Flight American 1, right there, 22 left. And let's see, departure is the Midway 7. We didn't have that in there. And arrival is going to be the Jakes 2, ILS 23 right, with the Clang transition, route, activate, execute, performance limits. So fuel, forgot to put fuel in. Most important thing is fuel, and I always forget it. So we're scheduled to carry 13,788. 13,788.
Ground flight deck hose is connected.
And payload is 36,960. 36,960. We have 160 passengers today, which is a full plane, and we have enough fuel to get there, get back to the alternate, do a couple of holds, do a couple of miss. We carry plenty of fuel. Okay, so while it's refueling, let's put the ZFW in. So our SimBrief and our virtual performance tool primary information is from SimBrief. We print out on this little printer, which is in our pedestal, so we can enter it into the FMC. No, I've never been a pilot. I've taken glider lessons, but I was never a pilot. But in my Walter Mitty life, I was a pilot. ZFW is, somebody was asking me in the chat, Swagger, if I was ever a pilot. ZFW is 132. Reserves today are 2.3. 1,000. That's just a warning, not actual reserves. Just when we get down to 2.3, it'll let us know. Cost index is 38, and we're going to do flight level 210. Cruise winds are 192 at 65 knots. Outside temperature at top of climb is -3. We'll put that in, and we're going to wait till it's fueled up. We'll continue on with our checklist here, guys. So we're over to the, where am I? Pre-flight. We're going to do the aft overhead first. So leading edge devices, service intercom is off, EECs are on, engine reversers are off, crew oxygen is sufficient, passenger oxygen is normal and guarded, flight recorders in work, Mach speed, stall warning, 3 green, PSEU is off. Here's our flow test for the mask. And next we'll do a light test. And we'll check our pedestal first. Okay, pedestal looks good. Fire control panel, CDUs, MIP, glare shield, forward overhead, and aft overhead all look good. Now we're going to go up to the forward overhead. All the standbys look good and are off and guarded or normal and guarded. Yaw damper is on. Navs are in normal. Displays are auto and normal. Crossfeed's in progress. Pumps are off. Okay, power all looks good. Equipment cooling's in normal. Emergency exits are armed.
The seatbelt sign is on.
Attendant is notified.
Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
Okay. Window heat test is in
Just
progress.
as a reminder, we cannot
TAP
reach
test
again until all
passed.
carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all
Engine
passengers are seated.
pumps are on and electrics are off. And voice recorder test is complete. Let's shut the gates. Shutting all the doors. Okay. Air conditioner looks good. Trim air is on.
Flightdeck fuel is all loaded up. and you
Research
good
are
to go.
on. The overwing body heat test is complete. Engine bleeds are on. We'll set our flight altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is not closed. Flight attendants and
Altitude
operators
is
for
set.
departure. Crash check, fair price strap, stand by for all call.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and do outflow test, alternate, manual, close, open. Probe and steady is on. Let's go down to our MIP now, and we'll do our annunciator test. 3 amber, 2 red and amber. Fuel flow reset, N1 auto, speed ref auto brake RTO. Okay, now to the throttle quadrant. Flaps are up and they're working now. Yay! Speed brake is down. Thrust reversers are stowed. Thrust, and then we'll do our thrust configuration warning test on the right side, and it passed, and on the left side it passed. Idle cutoffs are in cutoff. We'll continue on to the squib test, passed, and cargo test, passed. Lock the door, and our trims are aileron and rudder are zeroed out. We'll do our ground proximity warning test, the long version. Continue on to the CDU now that we have our fuel in, and it's confirmed at 13.8. We'll hit execute, go to N1 limits. Dennis, hello.
Terrain.
Hello from Germany.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low.
Let's
Flat.
see.
Too low. Terrain.
So our
Slide slow.
thrust reduction is based on select temperature. I'm sorry, we can't use it at this airport because it's such a short runway. So we're using full thrust, which is 97.6, which is confirmed. Go to the takeoff page, page 2. Runway winds are 230 at 6, 230 at 6. Runway slope is up 0.2, up 0.2 at 227.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
And we'll put 227 in here.
Too low. Terrain.
227, and we got our 3,000 feet.
Terrain ahead.
And it's dry out.
Up.
And we'll go to page 2, flaps 5.
Obstacle.
Center of
ahead.
gravity is
Up.
16.3. And our V1 is 136, rotates 138, and V2 is 147, and that's within 1 knot of what's calculated. Okay, we're all good there. Let's go to the legs page. It's a vector departure. So we'll put in 147 here. And that's correct. Heading's correct and altitude's correct. We can MCP, we can engage, captain side first officers. We can go VNAV and heading select. We're all set there. Let's put the VORs in. Chicago Heights VOR. Let's do Bayonne 113.2. And we've got that in, and we'll put in Chicago. How about Roberts 116.8? Let's see if we can pick up that one. Actually, we should put in the Heights 114.2 in case we have to come back. Okay, we've got both those VORs. We're all good there. Let's go back to our sheet. Okay, radios. We've got bleeds are set, pressurization panels done, exterior lights, ignition, left side. That's good. EFIS mode panel. Clocks are set for Zulu. Nose wheel steering is normal and guarded. We'll change our DU so you can see a start. And we'll change that front DU so you can see the starting sequence. Let's see, standbys are checked, N1s are good, references, fuel flow, auto brake is set, confirm sufficient oil, check, fuel, check, and hydraulic quantity, 18 quarts, check, speed lever brake, we've done all that, fire squibs, transponder, aileron, stabilizer, override is in normal, ground truck proximity is done. 0 fuel weights are confirmed and 1s are confirmed. V speeds are confirmed. Stab trim is supposed to be 6.25, and let's do our stab trim cutoff test. 6.25 stab trim cutoff test passes, and we'll set this to 6.25. Okay, trim set. Set the pumps, confirm the fuel, start the APU. And APU is coming online. Okay. Pushback time noted. Let's go ahead and look outside and make sure we're not going to back into anybody. Nope. And I'm going to go ahead and request a pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Push back into the alley here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
And tow is driving up. APU is online. That'll go off. Let's move the gates. Let me make sure the gates have actually moved back. They have. I have to go outside and look at that. We're all set. So frequency, let's check our frequencies here. We still got we want to approach, and we've got the ATIS is now Foxtrot.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And we went for frequency, we want Chicago approach 119. We'll dial that in. He takes care of O'Hare and Midway. So we'll just leave that there. We're ready to push back, guys. We're going to schedule our departure time for 21:04 Zulu, which is really close to being on time. Ground is notified, attendant notified. We reset these guys.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay. One last peek outside to make sure I don't run into anybody. And here we go. Okay, packs are off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Pressure is sufficient. Anti-collision is on, and transponder is on. Pressure looks good. Let's go ahead and crank on number 2. And we'll start the, and you can see it right down here in the lower back here. We're starting our engine.
All electronic devices. Thank you.
Okay, so we're at max speed on engine, the right engine. We'll lift the fuel lever, and we'll confirm that we've got fuel flow and light off. Let's change altimeter 2996. There we go. And this looks like a good start. And that's good. And we're going to crank on number 1. When we do that, we'll isolate and ventilate. So we'll close that and turn the pack on. So we turn the isolation valve to close and open up the right pack. So all the pressure is going to the left side now. Called isolate and ventilate. Learned that from my Alaska Airlines buddy. And we're looking like we're at max motoring. Let's lift that fuel valve and confirm that we have fuel flow and light off.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
And brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I'm very pleased I got my flap fixed just before Christmas with a new opto isolator chip. $1.80 part. Saved me from sending it back to Italy. Okay, engine started. And we're going to go to our before taxi checklist. Fuel cutoff levers are up. Engine generators are on. Let's check the power on them. Both generators look good. I put it to battery Gen 1 and start the generators. Turn the APU off. Set these to continuous, the starters. Set the bleeds to APU bleed off. Isolation valve to auto,
and
pack
bypass
auto,
and has been removed.
left and right.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next
Pressurization
time
looks
and
good,
have
and
a
it's
great
all
flight.
set. Midway, yeah, we flew into midnight. Hey, Charlie 31, how you doing? Yeah, we had a group flight into Midway. It was American Airlines group of 10 of us flew into Midway last night just to piss off Southwest. We did a good job at it. We were 10 American Airlines all clogging the gates in Midway. It was a late Christmas flight. Bunch of yahoos that don't have a life. Okay, bleed airs are good. Flaps are set for takeoff. Master caution. Oh, hydraulics. Master caution is clear. Weather radar, terrain and weather, and transponder is on. Let's do a flight control test. And the pitch in Zibo world looks okay. Still having issues with it not going where we want it, and roll looks good. Okay, we're all good there. So before taxi checklist is complete, let's call for taxi. Chicago approach, American 1 at Midway, ready to taxi to the active with Foxtrot. Let's try that again. Chicago approach, American 1 at Midway, ready to taxi to the active with Foxtrot.
1 runway 22 left, Tango Papa, Yankee.
Tango Papa Yankee 22 left, American 1.
343 left turn heading 300 on the
Tango
localizer.
Papa Yankee. Okay, here we go.
300 on the localizer.
Everybody strapped in?
88 Delta Charlie, clear direct E-bank climb, maintain 15,000.
Yeah, American doesn't fly out of Chicago Midway. Well, I take that back. They have a regional that goes from Columbus up to Midway. So this is an unusual flight, guys. We usually fly out of O'Hare. We're going to hang a right here on Tango and follow all the way around to Papa. Got a southwest plane over here.
We will now review safety information regarding the flight today. When you see the seatbelt sign illuminate, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other.
Flew in here last night. Didn't realize that the right runway is closed. The 13 right. It's been a long time since I've been into here. I've been here probably 5 years into Midway.
88 Delta Charlie, Chicago Center 120.35. Happy holidays.
In some cases,
20.35, same to use for good day.
if we need to evacuate the aircraft,
And we'll get that set up.
will guide you toward the available exit.
343, 3 miles from Hazen, cleared ILS 28 center approach.
Each door is equipped with
As soon as we take off, we're going to get ready to land because it's going to be a quick flight.
Oxygen and air pressure are always monitored throughout the flight. If decompression occurs,
145 after 7,000 for 6,000 at Haley with
start the flow
Gulf.
of oxygen, pull the mask
45
towards
Alpha
you,
Juliet,
and
Chicago
place
approach,
your over
RNAV
mouth and
Yankee
nose.
22 left.
Secure the elastic band to
Hopefully
your
all the
breathe
volumes are
normally.
okay for you guys
It might seem like the bag
in the
is
stream.
inflating, but oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a
And this is
child or
Papa
someone
right
who
here.
needs help,
We're going to take
please
Papa
secure
down.
your own mask first.
22 left.
After that, you can assist the other person. And please keep
Alpha
your mask
Juliet, clear
on
direct
until the
sales.
member advises you to remove
Or
it.
1 able, clear direct
In the
sales.
event of
Cross sales at
emergency,
3,000, cleared
please
RNAV
use the
Yankee,
brace
run 82
position.
left approach.
Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs.
Stand by,
Ensure
5
your
Alpha
feet
Juliet.
are flat on the floor. Life vests are located in a pouch.
Sorry, that's direct
See the
sales.
towers, the Sears
30,000
Tower up there in
RNAV
downtown.
Yankee, 5 Alpha Juliet.
Pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head and bring the straps around your waist. Adjust the
Departure
straps
flow
to the
United
front.
448, heading 180 out of 3.5 for
So the day
5,000.
before Christmas,
448
this
departure,
whole
radar contact,
cockpit was
clear direct
gutted.
bacon,
No
climb
chairs,
15,
no
15,000.
pedestal, no throttle quadrant. So I
Your
can yank
seat
this
box
thing
is
apart.
Bacon up to 15,000, Unit 448 heading.
Position from the seat.
343 O'Hare Tower 120.75. Happy holidays.
Electronic devices like
Okay,
phones
let's pay
or
attention
laptop
here.
computers may be used only when the seatbelt sign
Papa
is
Juliet,
off
maintain
and when
25,
permitted
zero
by
knots.
the crew.
Maintain
Mobile
25,
phones
0 knots,
must
5
remain
Juliet.
off throughout the flight. Remember that this is a non-smoking
And
flight.
right,
Also, damaging
approach
smoke detectors
ceiling
in the
will vacate
lavatories is
taxi
prohibited by law. You will find all safety information in a card located in the seat pocket in front of you. It is recommended that you read it before we take
The
off.
FBO off of
If
where?
you have any questions, please ask myself or
Alpha,
another
just
crew
over,
member.
30
Hope you
on the
enjoy
other
your
side.
flight.
Taxi to the FBO via left turn to Alpha and Echo if you need it, cross running 30 on Alpha. Alright, Alpha, Echo, and cross 30 at Alpha 137.
Approach Southwest 2412, 7000.
2412 Chicago, approach RNAV Yankee 22 left, information Golf.
And Yankee 22 left, and we have call Southwest 2412.
448 Heavy, Chicago Center 120.35, happy holidays. 120.35,
It's just Gulf's out now.
Heavy, you as well.
See Gulf. Let's see. 2996 rain scattered at 1400, broken at 1900, overcast at 3500. Chicago approach. American 1 at 22 left, midway with Gulf, ready to go.
American 1. Flight heading 180, running 22 left, clear for takeoff.
22 left, clear for takeoff, heading 180 on departure. American 1.
Now this 2412, clear direct sales, cross sales at
Here we go, lights,
3,000,
camera,
clear
action.
RNAV Yankee, running 22 left approach.
Sales at 3000, clear to RNAV, Yankee 22 left, approach Southwest 2412.
Okay, all set, guys.
Southwest 2412, maintain 25, 0 knots.
Zero Southwest 2412.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Charlie 31 and I here fly on Thursday nights, usually. I don't know where we're flying this week. Greg. Okay, lined up. Max thrust on this takeoff. Okay, heading 180 on takeoff. There we go. Bring the thrust up to 40% and stabilize the engines. Engine stabilized and toga. Thrust coming up. Yikes and away. Engines stabilized. Tape alive. Push forward on that throttle a little bit.
80 knots.
Thrust hold confirmed. Engine stabilized. Through 100 knots.
V1, rotate.
And yikes and away. No messing around.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Positive rate confirmed. Heading 180.
5,000. 3174 heavy
400.
surrender contact, clear direct PQ, climb maintain 15,000.
I'm going to put the auto throttle on right away. I mean the autopilot.
1,000.
Okay, here we go.
Southwest 1481 with you 6,000.
Mainly so I can listen to ATC.
1481 Chicago, approach
1,000 to go.
Yankee 22 left.
Yankee 22 left.
And we are heading 180.
45 Alpha Juliet to be 210. 210 knots, 5 Alpha Juliet. 1 radar contact to altitude.
Chicago American 1 out of 22 left at 3,000. 180.
1 clear direct earned, climb maintain 12,000.
12,000 earned, American 1.
1481 clear direct sails, cross sails at 3,000, cleared RNF Yankee.
12,000. 250 knots.
1 second, Keggy. Those 1481, I have the
earned.
RNF.
And LNAV.
Sails at 3,000, cleared RNF Yankee, running 22 left.
And we're climbing up, guys.
I understand. I have a Zulu set up at the moment. I just need to swap over to Yankee. Southwest 1481.
Want the Zulu, you can do the Zulu as well. Video should be out both, so it's your call.
The Zulu would be perfect. I already have that set up.
Okay, we're direct earned.
Sails at 3, cleared RNF Zulu, running 22 left.
To 120.
Clear direct sails for 22 left, Southwest 1481. Thanks.
2412, reduce speed to 210.
210, Southwest
1481, reduce speed to 210.
210, Southwest 1481.
3174, heavy Chicago Center 120.35, happy holidays. 120.35, happy holidays to you, Walker 3174. America 1, Chicago Center 120.35, happy holidays.
12035 for America 1, thank you. Happy Boxing Day.
Using your pros, if you need lower to get below the cloud deck, let me know.
Yeah, we're really just breaking through the clouds now,
just busted through.
In the next 3 seconds I should have it.
Sure. Center Walker 3174 up to 15,000, still at 250 knots.
Almost oversped.
Walker 3174, Chicago Center, stay altitude. 10.2. Walker 3174, resume normal speed, climb maintain, flight level 230. Normal speed, flight level 230, Walker 317.
Someone has field set.
Fast 91, cleared visual approach, runway 7.
Cleared visual 7 for Fast 91.
Center, American 1 out of Midway at 8,700 for 12,000, direct earned, 250 knots.
American 1, Chicago Center, under, resume normal speed, climb maintain, flight level 210.
210 normal speed, American 1.
Chicago
Hey,
Center,
we're clear.
American 4315,
Normal speed.
20,800, flight level 208. 10,000. American 4315, Chicago Center.
Normal speed means we go above 250. Okay, this is going to happen real fast. We're at 10,000. Let's do after takeoff checklist. Lights off.
Watson 4 arrival.
Engine starters off. Logo off. Wing light off.
Do you know what runway we can expect?
So we've got a lock on the auto brake and engine landing. We'll check our Bleeds look good. Packs look good. Pressurizations 4,004 pounds at about 1,000 foot of pressurization with a positive rate of climb. We go to the fix page, put our fix in, KIND, and we're going to look at our engine. Oil pressures look good. Pressurization looks good. Progress page shows us 9,000 pounds at Indianapolis. We'll put an Indianapolis fix in, put a 100-mile circle around that baby, and a 30-mile circle. And so we're coming in on 23 left, 23 right, 050 at 10, 050 at 10. We're all set there.
13, Chicago Center, Roger, climbing tank level 230. I'm maintain 230. Western 1337, heavy with the level 300 for 24,000. Western 1337, Chicago Center, welcome to Sydney to Turtle 6, arrival O'Hare.
We've got 182 miles till Indianapolis. Quick flight today, guys. So let's look at the frequencies. Indianapolis Tower is 120.9. I gotta turn him up a little bit. Let's turn his volume up.
Level 313, contact Chicago Center 126.47. 126.47.
Tower
4315, clear direct holes.
is 120.9.
Clear direct holes, we're looking for 4315.
Approach is 124.65.
United 975, are you direct to Jax?
And Indianapolis Center is 119.55.
26.47. 2647, Walker 317.
19.55.
Chicago Center, good afternoon, United 700, level 30. United 700, Chicago Center, Roger.
Ground frequency is not on right now, and I'm going to look at the ATIS 134.25.
Runway hold short instruction. VFR aircraft take direction of flight. Advised on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
Chicago Center 800-442, descending 240.
Indianapolis International Airport ATIS information, Sierra 20540. Web 240 at Niner. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2,300 road. Temperature 8. 2.2. Altimeter 29907. ILS approach runway 23 left and runway 23 right. Simultaneous approach and departures in use. Notices to air mission. All aircraft rebank all runway hold short instruction.
I'm sorry, I did not have the time.
VFR
1,000 to go.
take direction of flight. Advise on initial contact.
Okay.
3,500 over test. Temperature 5.
1337 at turtle maintain 300 miles.
Okay, we've got the ATIS for Indianapolis. Pattern altitude is going to be, get the plate up there for there. Okay, we're up to cruise. Let everybody know. And we'll start our complimentary beverage service.
One cross Jax 13,000, the Lafayette altimeter 298.
Jax 13000, American 1.
Delta 1367, contact approach 1100.0.
282 at 13. You guys picked that up?
United 220, contact Chicago approach 1100.0.
109.0, thanks to the ATC Dallas.
Delta 1367, switching to approach 119.0, thank you. Ciao. United 700, contact Chicago Center 126.47. 126.47, United 700. American 4315, cross holes 120,300 knots, over altimeter 299.5.
Holes 120,300 knots for American 4315.
United 775, am I inbound for Jack?
Somebody
No, you are not.
Somebody got a new
Is it okay if
Xbox.
I'm inbound for Jack?
Xbox for Christmas.
I've been asking you to go direct to Jax for at least 15 minutes, and you still have not done it. Are you able to get your aircraft to fly direct to Jax?
Yeah.
Okay, do that, please.
So we've got top of descent 44 miles. We'll set this to 13,000 like he requested.
You can ask the next sector. Douglas 1984 to Sydney NB6 arrival runway 22 left, valley up to 1309 or 5.
You guys in the live chat still hear me okay? Okay. Jack's arrival. And let's go to plates.
And center fast line 1 clear of runway 7 to Alpha, looking to taxi straight ahead in
Approach.
2
Alpha Park, fast line 1, good day.
Right?
Thanks, Dan. Good luck. Fast line 1.
United 975.
5,000. Elevation is 796, 800 feet. We'll dial in 800 here. Okay, we'll do a missed approach. Missed approach is going to be climbed to 1,500 and right turn to 3,000 to the VHP Vortec. Okay, which is going to be 116.3 Brickyard. VHP Vortec is 116.3, which is Brickyard. 116.3, and localizer is 111.75. 111.75 for 23 right, and a heading is going to be 230. And we've got 34 miles top descent.
Westjet 1337, contact Chicago approach 119.0. 119.0.
Okay, where am I? Trying to figure out where I am. Next frequency is going to be probably Indy approach 124.65. We'll see. Fix/50 and everybody's getting their drinks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Bigfoot, thanks. Just checking to see if anybody's here.
Fairly smooth ride today. We have the seatbelt sign turned off, and while you're seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened about you at all times in case of kind of unexpected bumpy air. And we do thank you for flying with us on America.
Flying midway down to Indianapolis, quick little flight. We should start a descent here in 26 miles.
Indy Center America 4315, confirm speed is 300 knot heading, correct?
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
We are all squared away here. let's look at the airport arrival. Landing and getting off left if we land on the right side. Getting off right if we land on the left side. And the terminal is going to be taxi.
Chicago Center, good afternoon. Southwest 840, 7,000, climbing 14,000.
Southwest 840, Chicago Center, welcome. Resume normal speed, climb maintain level 230.
We'll speed up to 230, Southwest 840.
Kareem, Spinner, hello. Welcome aboard.
American 4315, contact Chicago approach 1100.0.
920, 4315, thanks for the ATC. Ciao.
Transat 442, clear direct Jill.
Direct Jill, 800, 442.
American 1, Indy approach is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
122.0 for American 1, thank you. Oh, it looks like center went off. We'll have to get the approach in just a second.
Chicago Center, good ear, American 3779, climate is 9,300.
That's life it is. So we're ready to descend here.
Chicago Center, good evening, resume normal speed.
Okay, 3 miles, we start down. John, hello. Thank you for the nice words. Okay, we're starting down. Let's see if Indianapolis went offline. Son of a gun. Too bad. Tower's still on. Okay, we're starting down. Sometimes you don't know about ATC. They come on, they go off. .9 is tower. Doing a nice event and they decide to go off. VATSIM, sometimes you just don't know. Okay, we're starting our descent. You can see our profile on the VSD right here, right behind the seat. And we will be coming in on 23 right. It's confirmed. So that's going to be 111.75. We're good there at 230. We got our mist already. Minimums are going to be, let's look at the chart. 983 feet. Dial that in. That's airport elevation plus 200. 983.
18,000 feet.
Okay, we're going to go to 2997. Let's go look at the weather there. KIND. Indy is 2997. We'll dial 2997 in and 2997. And we're still looking good on the descent. Go to the fixed page, put that in, put our circles around there. And let's look at the VORs coming in. Brickyard's the only one, 116.3. So we'll put in 116.3. There's not one on the field. And we're going to dial the same. We'll dial in 230. That's our missed approach VOR. We're all set there. And we're still looking good on the descent. We will contact tower on final. Approach and tower was all on earlier, but apparently they had their fill and don't want to be around for me. Tower went off, so we're on Unicom the whole way. That's too bad. Maybe they got too busy, couldn't handle all the load of people. That might be it. Too many people in their airspace, so they decided to go off. Could have gone to Detroit at ATC. Okay, so to have fun, what I'd like to do is go over to I'm going to put in live ATC and go to search for
1,000 to go.
KIND Indianapolis approach. And we'll put approach in. So we're going to keep lowering it down here till the final approach fix, which is going to be get the chart. Plates, approach, 23 right. Final approach fix is going to be 2,600 feet. We can continue descending to 2,600 feet. Now, since we're on the Clang, the Jakes 2, we'll look at the Jakes 2 at Zozar. We have to be at 6,000. We'll keep an eye on that. BF, hi. What do you mean by bugs? Ator, hello? How many bugs are in this setup? I don't know what you mean. How is this possible? Altmeister BF. How is this possible? Full flight sim cockpit with additional displays behind the seats for your viewing enjoyment. We're flying into Indianapolis. We had ATC a few minutes ago, but they went offline. So we'll just money? I don't know. My wife bought this for me. You'll have to ask her. I guess that's what you're asking, how much it cost. I had to ask my wife. Like I've always said, marry rich. Let's go ahead and look at this arrival. We're just going to step through it real quick. I wasn't planning on doing a flight today, but I saw there was ATC on, and what the heck. Yep, definitely a hobby pilot. Well, the hobby is building this. Flying is fun. The fixed page, go to 15, circle around the airport. I'm gonna turn the I'll leave the radar on. Speed's coming down, 10,000 looks good. Speed brake is armed. Turn the lights on.
10,000 feet.
And it notified. Everybody's in their seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us.
Yes,
today.
I am a hobby pilot.
A very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
How long do you learn to fly? Oh, I've learned by reading the books and having real pilots come in. That's the easiest way. A lot of books out there, a lot of YouTubes. I got a lot of friends that are real pilots, airline pilots, to come and fly in my sim. That's the best way to learn. Unless you want to spend tens of thousands of dollars and learn. Wow, I spend a lot of time flying in this thing. Right now on VATSIM, I've got over 10,000 hours in this plane since I started. Lots of hours. I don't use any ortho. It's strictly X-Plane 12 right out of the box. Only plug-in I have is extended world lights for at night, but besides that, it's just stock out of the box. No ortho, no extra orthos, anything. X-Plane 12 is that good. The weather's straight out of the box weather. Serious good frame rates. I've got 5 computers each screen. I have 3 82-inch 4K screens. Has its own computer with a 4090 video card, and then I have a server computer and a computer for just these screens here. So I'm running 5 computers, an iPad for ForeFlight, and then I've got a Navigraph on this Microsoft Surface Pro along with the electronic flight bag. So let me get back in my head back in here. We should be going to 6,000 and turning downwind. It sounds serious, but it's fun. It really is. This is fun. There's 14 arrivals, 40 departures. There's lots of planes here. I wonder why they went off. Maybe they couldn't handle all the traffic. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, let me call Indianapolis traffic, American 1 downwind for a right base into 23 right at 6,000 feet. Yeah, it is nice. It's gorgeous. I've got 1 or 2 extra airports I've purchased, but there's no extra sceneries, no extra libraries except for external world lights. That's the only thing I put in. It helps the lighting at night. Okay, 210 knots. Speed brake arm. We're heading downwind. And we're just going to go ahead and dial it in for heading select. 50 degrees. And we'll turn in at racing about 15 miles out. And
Chicago 201 is 12 for approach, now firing now for runway 23 right.
okay, we got somebody coming in for 23 right. For pushback, I just use a better pushback. That is a plug-in I do have in. (201) This is American 1. How far are you from going into 23 right? How far away?
201 is 4 miles from the lane to direct.
Copy that. I'll be turning in. I'm 15 miles out. Thank you. American 1.
And later.
We'll turn at 15 miles. Oh, I don't know what the maximum age is. I have no idea. I think it's 65's the, I don't know about the take your test, but after 65 you usually can't fly commercial airline. Maybe a non-commercial, you know, like cargo. Let me turn in here. Indy traffic, American 1 turning right base for runway 23 right at 6,000 feet, 15 miles out. You know, choose better pushback. Okay, so we're looking for the tone. We've got that should be the VOR. Let's double check that for Brickyard. Beep, 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 dash. Yep, and let's see if we can pick the ILS up. ILS should be ... dash. That's it. Okay, we got it. So just to 230, confirm 230 on the heading, 230. Indianapolis traffic, American 1 turning inbound for 23 right at 5,700 feet, 15 miles out. Okay, we're going to hit the approach button now, and we picked up the localizer. We're waiting for the glide slope to come alive. Speed's looking good. We'll be exiting left today. Turn off this plate. Glide slope's alive. Missed approach altitude is going to be, I said this before, 3,000. Fully established. Speed looks good. We'll go flaps 1. I don't know what the maximum age is to take the test. I wouldn't do it.
Indianapolis traffic,
slowing down.
November 650 Charlie Lima, taxiing from General Aviation parking to holding short runway 32 via Mike.
Why aren't we picking this up? Should be more to the right. Oh, there's an offset there, checkered. Okay, we're good. Here it comes. And let's slow it down. Flaps 2. Got some haze. We're going right into the sun. Lights. Let's announce. Prepare for landing. And we're going to Bravo 16 today. Speed's coming down. Going to flaps 5. Slowing her down. And we'll leave the speed brake on for just a second here.
2,500.
And let's go to flaps 10. And we'll hold that flaps 10 until we get to 5 miles and put the gear down. Can't even see the runway with the sun coming right at me. I'd go manual, but I just can't see it. Okay, here comes the localizer. It's swinging us back over a little bit. Looking good. Okay, let's get the gear down. Flaps 15 and slow it down. Still can't see the runway with the haze. Check that altimeter one more time. 2997. That's good. Indianapolis traffic, America 1, 5 mile final, 23 right. Let's go ahead and slow her down some more. Go flaps 25. And we're going to go down to, oops, I know what I forgot to do. Whoop, doop. Really forgot that. Let's do 150. And go to flaps 30. And I got the runway. My plane.
650 Charlie Lima, we'll taxi the position and hold runway
My bird.
32.
A little more power.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
A little high. Wasn't paying attention. Final approach checklist. 3 down in green, flaps 30, attendant notified, runway clear, clear to land. Speed brake armed. 2 pappies, speed looks good. A little more power. 2 pappies.
500.
Nose up, power on. More power. See somebody taxiing out here.
300. Approaching minimums. 200.
Oh, thanks for the auto brake warning.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50.
Slow it down.
40.
Kill it.
30.
20, traffic, November 650 Charlie Lima, runway 32, initiating takeoff, climbing to 5,000.
And thrust reverse.
Minneapolis traffic, Southwest 974 position and hold, runway 23 right for landing traffic, Indianapolis.
Thanks for the auto brake. Forgot about it. Didn't do my checklist.
80 knots.
And we can shut that off. Advance the throttles. Thanks for catching that for me. I appreciate it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Just earned your first officer ticket.
Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items.
Indianapolis traffic. American 1 has vacated 23 right at Bravo. Bravo 7, Bravo to the gate for American 1. Okay, after landing checklist. Flaps up. Transponder set to TA.
We look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day.
Okay, to make my gates work, I have to do something, guys. I have to stop right here, and I have to fix some scenery problems. It'll take just a second. It'll look weird, but I have to do it. X-plane networking. X-plane networking doesn't allow the terminals to be rendered correctly unless I reset the front screen. The plane's still running. But Tori, you just earned your first officer ticket in my plane for picking that up. So let's reset that, start the APU while we're waiting for that front screen to re-render. Start the APU, turn the landing lights off. We'll turn off the runway lights, the taxi lights are on. Put the position in strobe to steady. We'll turn off the window heats and the probe heats and the yaw damper. We'll turn that off. And we'll turn off the auto brake.
Minneapolis traffic, Southwest 974 departure runway 23 right Indianapolis.
This should re-render in just a second. We should be good. There we go. Okay, now we can taxi. Everything should be good now. I don't know about a max age for ATP. I have no idea. To get a ticket, no, but who are you going to fly for? You know, for an airline, I think 65 is the max age to fly, not to get a ticket. So I don't know. Me, I'm not worried about it. Next week, no, in 2 weeks, I'll be 70. Okay, so APU is on, bleeds are set. Taxi in and go to Bravo 16. Looks like there's a plane landing. I can't tell if he's on the left side or the right side. Mark, hello. Unstable. Yeah, I know. Go around. I was a little high. He's landing over on the other side. I can see him up in the distance. We're going to go down here to Tango and take Tango around to Bravo 16. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Yeah, you could fly probably charter or private, but definitely not the airlines. HD Sim, how you doing? Yeah, I got 475. I went into Boston, out of Boston, was it yesterday, Christmas, with some buddies. We were messing around, and there was nobody in Boston. I've never seen it so empty. This guy is way too high. I mean, look at his nose so high. I think he's too slow. His nose is really high. Looks like he's about to stall out of the air. He's going real slow. Look how high up his nose is. He needs to get his speed up. He's going to put his nose down really hard. Oh, he's out of control. I thought I was unstable. don't know if you can see this guy on the left. We'll swing around. You won't be able to see him. Here he is. I'm going to swing around so you can see him. Here he is. Should see him in the front screen. Right there. Look in the upper right screen. He's all unstable. Oh, he's crashing. He crashed. Roll the trucks. Roll the trucks. No one survived that. United 975 ate it. Ah, James, okay. There you go. Got somebody that knows the answer. Bigfoot, thank you.
United 975 going to Vietnam.
Oh, you hear that squeaky voice, 975? Sounds like somebody else got an Xbox for Christmas. We're going to Bravo 16. That'll be the 1, 2, third one on the right. Here at Indy. Okay, here's Bravo 22. Should be Bravo 20 right here. And this next one should be Bravo 16 right here. We're gonna yank it right in here. Taxi lights on. APU is hot. And we got a marshaller. Go ahead and yank it right in here. Metalix, I don't know how much it cost. My wife bought it for me. You'll have to ask her. I have no idea what she paid for this thing. Let's roll it on in here. There we go. And stop. Very nice. Cut the engines. Set the brake. Set the transponder to standby and the pro anti-collision to off. Wing light off.
Prepare for arrival and cross check, thank you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and probe and steady to off. We don't need that. We can leave the packs running. Connect the ground power. The gate came over automatically. Let's open up the doors. Doors are open, and GPU is it's already been connected. Let's set the chocks and remove the pumps are off and the chocks are on. Okay. You know, anything's expensive that you don't use. If you use it, it's worth it. Let's, I don't even want to look at my landing rate. I know it was terrible. 430 feet per minute. You know, that's not breaking anything, but I guarantee you I didn't get any smiles from the passengers. Let's file that PIREP. That's, that was, marks go around. Unstable below 1,000. Let's play a replay, guys. We'll play a replay on this so we can take a quick look. See what the what the landing really looked like, how bad it was. Bear with me 1 second. So it'll take just a second. So you may not be able to hear me, but what you're going to see is a replay of the landing. So I'm going to do it from a couple of different views. So there's a good chance you may not be able to hear me, but let me know if you can hear me. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the center view and go outside. So I'm outside now, and I'm going to go to full screen. Okay, you'll probably be able to hear me now. Okay, that was a replay of my landing. You can see the last 10-15 feet. I kind of dropped it out of the sky just a little. That's why I got the crappy landing rate. But it was moderately stable until just about the time I died. I didn't die. Not compared to the other guy. Man, talk about bad juju. So I think you can probably hear me now. Well, guys, I think it's time. It's past time for lunch, so I'm going to get a bite to eat and call this flight good. Metalix, thanks for coming in, and Kareem and James A, thanks a lot for the updates on ATP. Bigfoot, good to see you. Brendan, hello. Thanks for the early birthday warning. HD Sim was here. He comes in quite often. Mark, good to see you. Tori, thank you. Altmeister was in. Who else came in today? But Bigfoot's been here a long time. John came in. Oh, Charlie 31. Hello. Dennis was here. Swagger. A lot of people in and out. Tom Newton was here. Thesis 198 and Chuck, Liquor CEO. Do appreciate you coming in. You guys all take it easy. Oh, the specs of my main PC. My server is AMD 7950X with 3090 card. The 3 times AMD 7800 X3DR with RTX 4090 for the 3 visual screens. And a Intel CPU with a RTX 1050 and a 1060. Oops. For the MIP zhsi screens. Okay. Brendan, thank you very much. Thanks again, guys, for being here. We'll see you next time. I know I won't do another flight today, but this week I might do some more if I can find some good ATC. So thanks for being here and the input. I really enjoy doing this. Bye-bye. Okay. Ego bird out. And